Hi there, we're Group 5. My name's Ferdia.
I'm Stuart.
Trung.
And I'm Roshan. The other Roshan in our group has unfortunately broken his leg and is unable to take part in the presentation. However, he is sending in a voiceover for his part.
We've based our assignment on a small company called A Cake. Before we start, here's the agenda for our presentation. Firstly, we'll introduce A Cake, their business model, and the strategic value of IT to their business. We will then go on to present our ER diagram and our data model with an SQL query. Finally, we'll suggest improvements to the interface of the website, followed by a conclusion. A Cake are Berkshire's largest independent specialist cake decorating business. Over the past 28 years, they have built a strong reputation and they are highly regarded within their industry. Their business is located in a small shop unit in Woodley. They also have established a website with an e-commerce system. Their business model is very simple and consists of 3 key points: producing high quality, bespoke handmade cakes, always putting customer service at the forefront of everything they do, and managing supplier relationships to ensure they're strong and healthy. Customer service is very important to A Cake, as a majority of their business comes from loyal customers, and new customers are generally recommended through word of mouth. Strong relationships with suppliers are just as important, and they play an integral role in the running of the business. Strong and healthy relationships help to ensure that they receive the quantity of materials needed at the right time and quality needed. This in turn allows A Cake to produce their high quality handmade cakes to sell on to their customers. A Cake provide for birthdays, weddings, christenings, corporate events, as well as many other special occasions. They are very flexible and able to produce thousands of different products. They keep up to date with current trends. For example, a popular children's TV and film character, such as the Minion from Despicable Me, can be turned into a children's birthday cake.
IT add another dimension for A Cake because it's allowed more accessible for customers in the UK. Before A Cake have their own website, their target is only for local people, but until now, when they have their website, they're able to sell and deliver to all of the people in the UK mainland. Yeah, and even A Cake offer for more busy customer, like the customer can just stay at home and order online, and it's gonna be delivered by A Cake. On A Cake website, it allows the customer to browse and search for the thousands of cake, for example, like wedding cake and birthday cake, male cake, female cake, before they making any decision. A Cake is working and operating in a very competitive market. For example, like Tesco and Sainsbury's, they are the big competitor. They offer the cheaper cake but lower quality of the cake. The second is something like chain bakery, and the last thing is independent and private cake shop. In my opinion, I think IT really help A Cake to stand out and against their competitor.
An entity relationship diagram is exactly what it sounds like. It is a diagram that shows entities and the relationships between those entities. The key to understanding ER diagrams is knowing that they are graphical representations of databases. When we analysed A Cake's website, we managed to identify 6 entities, 4 of them being the main entities needed for buying a cake online. These entities are customer, order, cake, specialist courier, employee and testimonials. The main 4 being the top 4 here. These entities relate to each other through different relationships. For instance, a customer chooses a cake. However, there are instances of one customer choosing one cake, multiple customers choosing one cake, multiple customers choosing multiple cakes. These are denoted with the use of these line endings. In the case of customers and cakes for A Cake, there are multiple customers choosing multiple cakes. The other factor for ER diagrams is the attributes assigned to the entities. This would include all of the data recorded within a database. For example, the customer entity would have the attributes, often customer ID, title, first name, last name, and so on. In the case of all attributes, there is always one which is more important. That is the primary key. The preset cake categories are present in our ER diagram because there are many different combinations for the cake attributes. We felt this was the easiest way to represent Knead A Cake's database. These combinations would range from only allowing a cake to be medium-sized and no dietary requirements to having a cake which could be 6 inches, 7 inches, 8 inches, and allowing nut-free, gluten-free, and so on.
The 4 relevant entities in the database are the cake entity, the customer entity, the courier entity, and the order entity. The database excludes the testimonial and employee entities as they are not relevant to buying a cake. The core table is the cake table, which lists all the variations of cake that are within the database. The preset cakes, which listed here are the birthday cakes and christening cakes, list the details about the individual cakes, and they are linked to the cake table. The order table is the table that comprises the order made by the customer and lists the details relevant to it. The customer details are listed in the customer table, and the courier details are listed in the courier table. The cake, customer and courier tables are all linked to the order table. The other tables that you can see are the customizable options for fields within the tables. Our scroll query is the query performed by a customer trying to search for a cake. The select function is for the fields that are relevant to the customer's choices. And these include things like the cake IDs, the cake categories, the specifications for the cake, the prices of the cake, and the delivery details. The from function selects the tables within the query and highlights the relationships in it as well, using the inner join function. The where function refers to the choices made by the customer and is listed here in the order from which they are made by the customer. This is an example of a cake being purchased on the website. The colours denote which table the fields are from, with red being from the cake table, green from the christening table, and blue from the order table. The automatically assigned data is data which is read only by the database and not by customers. There are product codes and internal data for the cake. The first thing the customer would select is the category of the cake, and this would be mainly from the main page, from the top. And from this, they will select the cake name. When they get to this page, they will first of all select the type of cake, which would be either chocolate, fruit, or sponge, depending upon what's available. They can also select the dietary requirements, which alongside no dietary requirements, they can select nut-free, gluten-free, egg-free, and diabetic. They can also select the cake size, which can refer to the diameter in inches, or whether it's small, medium, or large. The customer can then write a cake message, which will be put onto the cake. It will then select the delivery time, which is from 5 presets, and the delivery date, which is from a series of dates, normally about a week in the future. At the bottom, they will see both the price of the cake and the delivery price, the price it will cost to deliver the cake. When the customer has finished the order, they can add it to the basket from where they can purchase it.
An online presence is now considered as one of the most important factors to help run a business. Knead A Cake has a well-functioning web interface. Similar to its competitors' websites, it has cake adverts, pictures, contact informations, and an e-commerce system. However, improvement can still be made to improve the aesthetics of the interface. We have come up with 3 different suggestions to improve the interface of the website, with examples of how businesses have already applied this to their own sites. Our first suggestion is to integrate social networking onto their website. Social networking is becoming increasingly popular, and it can be used as a powerful tool for businesses to advertise themselves at a very low cost. Knead A Cake have existing Facebook and Twitter accounts. However, they have not been integrated onto their own website. Levi websites. Levi.com allows customers to like and comment on products on their website. and share them between their friends via Facebook. They can also tweet what they have purchased on the Levi website via Twitter. We feel that applying a similar approach will be highly beneficial to Need a Cake, as it will help to raise greater awareness and the number of visitors to their site. Secondly, Need a Cake's website have a recommendation section on their homepage. However, we feel that these are too general and that recommendations should be personalized to suggest products based upon what the customer is looking at. This is something that Amazon use very effectively on their website. They suggest similar products as well as complementary products. These features can be used by Need a Cake to improve the customer's shopping experience and ensure that they find the type of cake that they are looking to purchase. Collecting these cookies can also potentially result in the customer purchasing other products to complement the cake that they are buying. And of course, cookies are right up their street. Our final suggestion is that a mobile site version is created so that shopping from a smartphone is more user-friendly. Supermarkets such as Asda, Sainsbury's and Tesco's have created a mobile version of their website to allow customers to shop on the go. We feel that this suggestion is more suitable to larger businesses such as Asda. However, it is something that Need a Cake can keep in mind and implement as their business grows. It can also help to further enhance the strategic value of their IT.
In conclusion, Need a Cake is a shopfront business which has moved online and now receives most of its orders through the internet. They make made-to-order cakes of a high quality that can be delivered all over the UK. And finally, we had originally planned to send a picture and get the following cake made, but you'll have to rely on your imagination.